Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to talk to you about one of my favorite assets in the space right now, and that is obviously VeChain. Vet baby, yeah, Vet is doing very well, and it is continuously creating new sponsorships and being a very reliable blockchain for the future. I know a lot of blockchains and cryptos in the space are not doing too well in terms of production and continuous functionality, but VeChain, from a marketing perspective, from just a general growth perspective, is doing very well indeed. Okay, so let's start off with basically what is VeChain, and for you guys that don't actually know about it. So VeChain is a very sustainable based layer 1 blockchain. Okay, it's EVM compatible, basically meaning if a dev is building something on Ethereum, they can actually build it on VeChain as well and essentially bridge the tech from one chain to another. And obviously we know how successful Ethereum is for building, so it is very good that VeChain offers these things as well. So let's talk about VeChain from sort of a price update standpoint, and then we're going to go into the chart and really break this down and how we can make some money trading this asset. So currently the market cap for VeChain currently sat at $2.17 billion here. In the last month, it's actually up 17%. The last 7 days, down 1.17%, and the last day actually down 6%. It's only natural to be down 1 to 6% after seeing such an explosive run to the upside, basically trading all the way up from around 2 cents, basically up to around that 2.9 cents, nearly 3 cents. So it's a massive move there for VeChain overall. So a pullback here is only natural. Okay, so now let's get into a bit of news here for VeChain, because VBeta here is something that they launched for the sustainability aspect of this blockchain, which is, some people don't like it because it's very sort of I guess woke, but it's something that they are continuously doing, and it is gaining a lot of traction. They've actually just hit 30 eco apps here on the VeChain, the VBeta ecosystem. And for you guys that don't know what that actually means here, basically it means that it's essentially growing. So the VBeta ecosystem is basically something that they've built that rewards its users for being sustainable. Okay, so if you're recycling, if you're saving energy, if you're doing good things for the environment, you can actually track that on these apps, on these dApps, on their layer 1 blockchain, and you actually get rewarded in VeChain, in Vet token, for being sustainable. Okay, so is it, again, controversial model. Governments love this. They really do, and they have done some very good stuff with the ecosystem and regulation over in Europe, guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that now, but yeah, the ecosystem sort of eco-friendly behavior that VeChain is doing is genuinely helping it across the board. Now, before we go into the price, guys, because there's some very interesting stuff happening here on the chart, a little word from our sponsor here today. Our sponsor today is actually Gold Inc. Okay, it's basically an app that you can, like a GameFi app in crypto, that you basically mine for gold here, and the gold that you mine can actually be translated into crypto and sold for crypto later on. Okay, they're running a pre-sale right now, and there's actually a huge bonus, guys. If you do want to get involved with that, all you got to do is go to the link in the description and check it out. There, it's called SST token here, and the link will all be down below. But basically, I'm going to leave Colin here to explain it in a bit more detail over this video, and then we'll jump back into the VeChain price.
Hello, my name's Colin Stone, your very own blockchain braveheart, and I'm here to talk to you today about my coin and game pick of the year. Do you ever wish you could have invested in billion-dollar market cap game coins like Axie Infinity at the start? Well, Gold Inc., a new game launching now, makes those look like they were made by a kid. In fact, that's why I believe Gold Inc.'s coin SST is the first coin in a long time with the potential to go up 900 times, because it's the first Web3 real-time strategy massive multiplayer online game on mobile, and it's by far the most expansive Web3 game ever built. Its pre-sale is also at ridiculously low market cap, around $10 million for the next few days, and they are just about to launch the full game. Imagine someone building a mobile MMO game with a player-driven economy and player-governed political system where you can build a gold mining empire with your friends. And you're fighting against thousands of other alliances 24/7 to mine and steal crypto that is redeemable for real gold. That's Gold Inc. The reason SST is such a crazy buy is because Gold Inc. is not only the largest Web3 mobile game ever built, its team is obsessed with making it the greatest mobile game ever built. They plan to do this by adding the most addictive features from a lot of the most successful games on Earth, the best elements of games like Clash of Clans, Game of War, Pokemon Go, Clash Royale, Star Citizen, DayZ, Ark Survival, and many more in an effort to make a super game to rule them all. The beta is available now in Google Play and App Store, and you can still take part in their coin distribution at a tiny market cap for a few days. My advice? Buy at the coin distribution now while it's at the lowest price and start mining it in the game. Beta users get significantly more SST for a short time, and early alliances have a significant long-term advantage. The launch price on exchanges is set at 5 times the current price, and its use cases are next level. This is as close to buying Bitcoin at $10 as I've seen in a long time. Buy SST and play now.
There we go, guys. Hopefully you've got a better understanding of today's sponsors, and thank you very much to them. Now into the VeChain chart. And just quickly, if you guys do want to get involved with that project, just go to the link in the description. So the VeChain chart right now is looking super, super interesting. So you can see that trend line that I just drew in there from this lovely, lovely all-time high area that we do have here over on Binance. Now you can see this is a very, very strong levels of resistance along this area. But in most recent price action, it has got a little bit colluded, little bit of a double bottom scenario here, which does usually insinuate more upside. Okay, we're above that level of resistance here that we saw actually get tackled multiple times here. So only naturally we come down for that retest, and then potentially we see that run to the upside. Okay, the question is, how can we make money trading this asset right now? I mean, right now, it's seen actually a very, very big dip here in the chart. It actually retraced 20% in the space of literally like a few days here. 3 days ago here, it was at this level, and then it dipped down 20% in literally like 2-3 days here. So very, very aggressive price action to the downside. But what we're waiting on right now is basically that confirmation that we're going to go higher. Now, where we're sort of really looking for that is, you can see major moving averages are sort of colluding in this area. The area that I'm talking about here is around 26-23. So you can see the 21 EMA coming down, the 7 EMA coming down quite aggressively as well. Still above the 55 and the 200 there. But same on the 4 hour, you got the 55 and the 21. When these guys come down a little bit more and the price action comes up, it closes along this area. We like to see some candle body closes to the upside, some wicks to the downside, basically creating that testing environment, testing that level of support. If we test that multiple times here, then we will see a leg up. So basically, this is our buying area once we have that confirmation. Now, what are we looking for to the upside here? You can see it's simply a very nice 12%. If you're looking at momentum from this zone as well, you can see previous price action, we saw that close here, massive momentum to the upside. Again, testing momentum, again, testing momentum. All bullish things from this area. We just need that confirmation to get over, and then those wicks to the downside, testing that initial level of support, and then we can make basically a lovely 12%. Now, that will be, if you're 10xing your investment here, guys, like futures trading, for example, that will actually be 120% on your investment. Super, super insane there. But just be careful with your leverage there, guys, because you don't want to get liquidated in these volatile markets. Okay, so now let's get into a price prediction. So the price prediction for this video today is going to be super simple. It's not going to be crazy. It's just going to be how much can it get to basically to previous all-time high. So the previous all-time high here for VeChain that I do have here on this Binance chart, which I know is slightly different on other charts here, is actually all the way up around 20, just around 28 cents. Okay, so if we get involved with this asset now and run this up to 28 cents, you're actually still looking at 1,112%, guys. That's an 11x on your investment by getting involved with this asset now and holding it. Remember, this is a 1 to 3 year prediction here, but if you look at how fast this thing essentially rallied up in 2021, it's very, very likely that we're about to do the same thing here. And if we don't do it for a year or so, remember, it's still 11x on your investment here over the course of 1 to 3 years. And it will happen in 1 to 3 years, guys. I'm not going to promise it, but this is where my money is right now. And it's a very, very lucrative project. It's doing very, very well. It sponsors UFC. It's just sponsored Power Slap as well. Dana White's putting out videos about this now. So it's just going to get more traction and more investment overall. That is going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Peace out for now, and I'll see you in the next video.